found our first roadblock.
I think I found the problem. That belt is completely toast.
How slippery do you think it's gonna be?
It's very, very, very slippery. And we just slid backwards down the hill. Oh no. That sucked. Put all of us in a dangerous situation. And for what? Come on, truck!
Oliver, is it still snowing outside? Bailey, what are you doing out there? Let's get that snow off of you.
Today's adventure has the potential to get a little interesting. I bought a huge sheet metal brake and the guy selling it was willing to deliver it, but I'm nervous about him driving up the steep hill towing a trailer with his truck. And so what we've decided to do is chain up the F350, hitch up our trailer, take it and the skid steer down the hill, and we're gonna transfer the brake from his trailer to my trailer and then bring it back up. There are a lot of logistical challenges involved with this, but the biggest one is that the temperatures have been extremely cold. -10, -20 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not even sure that the truck's gonna start. Let's find out. Woo! Chilly. Oh. I'm gonna kill the battery trying to do that. Let's get the block heater going. Challenge number 2. Will the skid steer start? Oh, she's gonna start. I think just chains in the back will be enough. Famous last words. I'm still very impressed with how quickly and easily the skid steer started. Like, you could tell the battery was not happy, but once we got it cranking, it started. I am so cold. Went down my neck. Well, let's say I'd have seen some better gloves, man. My fingers are freezing right now. There is a huge difference in -10 versus +20. I tell you what. And I'm kind of famous for just ignoring it and thinking that I'm going to be fine. And it's not fine. I'm cold, I'm uncomfortable, and I'm making bad decisions because of it. Okay, let's find some better gloves. I actually stole Courtney's gloves. They are heated gloves, and she swears by them, so let's see if they're what they're cracked up to be. But I can already tell my hands are way warmer. These gloves I stole from Courtney are the bomb. My hands are so warm. The guy that I'm meeting, that I'm buying this brake from, just called me, and he's running ahead of schedule, which is great, except that I am not. I am behind schedule. We gotta get this truck started and get down the hill. Oh, it is so close. Come on, old girl, come on. I was starting to feel like that wasn't gonna work, and I didn't really have a plan B. Truck won't stay running. I've tried a dozen or so times to restart it, and I'm fairly sure the fuel is gelled. I put winter additive in it last time I filled it up, but it just won't stay running. It runs for a couple seconds and then it dies. Then it runs for a couple seconds and then it dies. So plan B. Plan B is that I think we're taking the Lightning. we've been having to keep the Lightning inside the shop because we figured out that in these really cold temperatures, it actually uses a ton of its battery capacity just keeping its batteries warm. Not really something we anticipated, and I'm really glad we have the inside space to store it. Hopefully we can make it up the hill in this truck. Courtney's gonna be following behind us in the skid steer. It also just occurred to me that this is the first time we've towed a trailer with the Lightning, so I guess we're also testing its towing abilities and its winter abilities.
Now we just need to get it up the hill in one piece. I'm a little bit nervous. The road was pretty slippery coming down it.
So for those of you that have been around the channel for a long time, when we built our camper, we had an 8-foot sheet metal brake. We literally didn't have a way to unload it from our trailer. And so for that entire project, it sat outside on a trailer. And well, we didn't want to move it up to Idaho. So we sold it along with a lot of other tools before we made our move. And I have wanted a sheet metal brake again ever since. Huge thanks to Courtney for jumping in and helping out. Thank you, Courtney!
At the top!
I just love that she's so willing to lend a hand. She jumped right in the skid steer. She drove it down here, took a huge stressor off myself. Anyways, thank you, Courtney. And we just slid backwards down the hill. Oh no, oh boy.
I think we have a plan, so Riley's gonna come up and we're gonna put the forks on the skid steer, and then I'm gonna operate the skid steer and hopefully push him up the hill. I hope this works. Here we go. I couldn't film because Riley and I had to be on the phone with each other. But basically, I had to push him up that hill while I was also sliding around everywhere.
That sucked. I didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't expect that. I probably should have expected that. Put all of us in a dangerous situation. And for what? I am not going to attempt to drive up the steep hill. I'm going to unhitch the trailer, leave it down here, figure out why the F-350 won't start, get it chained up, and do this the way I should have done it in the first place. I've had this plugged into the block heater now for maybe an hour or so. Okay, old girl, please start. Cranks over fast now. All right, she's running. She started, but are you gonna stay started? I think we're good. If I'm going to chain the truck up to tow a trailer up the hill, I might as well take the other trailer to town to get some other supplies. That way I only have to chain the truck up one time to tow 2 trailers up the hill. And if I'm gonna take the truck to town, I might as well go to the dump. However, after I had those difficulties starting this morning, I'm a little leery about taking this truck to town, so I'm gonna change the fuel filter before I do that. I do like to keep a spare fuel filter for this truck on hand. Let's see what we find. Ugh, that's pretty nasty. That is covered in gross stuff. Really bad. It's not just the fuel filter either. Check out how bad it is down in here. My suspicion is that I put some algicide in these tanks shortly after I bought the truck. I'm gonna guess there actually was algae in these tanks. That algae is now broken down and has made it all the way to the fuel filter housing, which means it's contaminated, well, yep, pretty much the entire fuel system. This is where I have to make the decision if I go through the entire fuel system or if I just start changing the filters and cleaning the filter housing really frequently. Quick update, I decided to go ahead and just clean that fuel filter housing the best I could, put a new fuel filter in it, then we're gonna see what we can do to get that trailer up the hill. Oh, wow. Look at the sunset. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see this. I gotta put it in front drive just to get out. Here. Done at the dump. I'm done with my errands in town, and it is going to be dark by the time I get home, which means I'm gonna be chaining up in the dark. I'm sitting in the warm truck, trying to work up the, I guess the strength to go out there and put these chains on. It's been a long day and I'm tired. Here we go. I brought a filming light so that you guys could see me, because I kind of assumed I'd be back after dark, and I think I'm gonna have to start bringing that setup with me everywhere I go. This is a really nice work light. It's actually the first time I've ever tried to put these chains on these tires, and these tires are bigger than the tires that were on the old truck that I used to put these chains on. I feel like they should fit, but I don't know. Come on. And we're done. I want the chain up the front because with the big diesel engine, there's more weight on the front, but with this size tire on this truck, there's not room for these kinds of chains, which are the chains that I have on the front, because these chains have these big gnarly ice studs. They're for like off-road plowing. These aren't chains for running down the road, and they just don't fit on the front of this truck. This is the hill that we got stuck on earlier today. Oh man, this is much better. This is what we should have been doing from the start. No problems. Also, since we had the blower down here, Courtney made things look so much better. Widened everything out, smoothed it, got a bunch of snow off the road. All right, everyone, say hi to the sheet metal brake. Hi, sheet metal brake, we'll be back for you. All right, but that hill wasn't even the big hill. Here comes the big hill. Tire chains are awesome. It's like, it just doesn't matter anymore. I was so excited as I was pulling up and honking the horn. I almost stole the truck. One trailer down, one to go. Almost done. And then it's pizza time. We are all hitched up and ready to head up the hill. I really hope we make it up the hill. I backed up so I can get a run at it, and okay, this is second gear. Oh no, we don't have enough power for second gear. First gear. Come on, truck. Guys, I guarantee you, well, you can't see it. We are spinning tires. We are all over the place. This is full pin. Woo! We made it. We made it to the top. Why did I ever think that was gonna work with the Lightning without chains? That was never going to work. Every winter I underestimate that hill, and it's like every winter we make that hill better, but it's still a very steep and long hill. That was a long day. Every morning, I make myself a to-do list. I check my to-do list, and there's one thing left on the to-do list. Unplug thingy, which means I need to run out to the solar container and unplug something. Whew, it's gonna be cold. Let's go. It's cold. -13 right now. Here's the thingy. Done. To-do list done. Whew, back to the house. Here we go. I think running might make it colder, but it also makes it go faster. Have you ever Googled yourself? I hadn't until last July and I was shocked by what I found. Then I started Googling friends, family, neighbors, and I was finding all of the same information. With just your name, I could probably find your home address, telephone number, who you're married to, and so much more. I was shocked to learn that data brokers scour the internet and compile information about you based on government and public records. They then sell that information to other data brokers. And that starts the domino effect of your private information being plastered all over the internet. This can lead to identity theft, real theft, and a major invasion of privacy. So what can we do about it? Delete Me's mission is simple: to remove its customers' information from search results. And it actually works. After signing up, I answered a few questions about myself, and Delete Me said their team would get to work removing my personal information. 7 days later, I received a privacy report saying that Delete Me had reviewed over 5,000 listings and removed my personal information from 54 of them. I Googled my name again, and it had actually worked. On top of the immediate results, Delete Me continues to scan and remove my information every 3 months. I'm usually skeptical of something that sounds too easy, but I've been using Delete Me now for over 6 months, and it's really that easy. Head to joindeleteme.com/strikes20 and use the code strikes20 for 20% off. And thanks again to Delete Me for sponsoring this video and getting me my privacy back.
Good morning, Oliver. I think I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit before I go out there.
Is it going to?
A little bit. I think the high is 8 today.
Well, it looks like winter is finally here, and based on the forecast, it's coming on with a vengeance. I'm usually one to sort of downplay the weather and be more reactive rather than proactive, but if the forecasts are anything near accurate, it's time to be proactive on this one. With multiple feet of snow and 70-mile-an-hour winds in the forecast, I'm a little nervous about this solar array. I've got some ratchet straps, and my plan is to try to strap this array down to the container so it's attached a little better. A few straps on the bottom, and we should be good to go. That feels a lot better. All right, one project down. Next up, fuel up all the equipment. Oliver, you want to say hi to everyone? Hi, everyone. Next up on our list is to move the firewood. Oliver, what do you think of the skid steer?
In the fall, you guys watched us rent a firewood processor and split 2 years worth of firewood, but we didn't split any kindling at that time, and we are now completely out. I'm actually pretty happy about this excuse to get outside because it is a beautiful day. Oh, it's amazing how quickly it warms up when you start moving. Usually I split wood on a big log to get everything up higher, but I think my log got turned into firewood. I have a visitor. Hi, Oliver. That one was satisfying. You're probably wondering why I'm leaving the pieces so big, but that's because I have a secret weapon. I got this thing last year, and it is a game changer for splitting kindling. I'm no longer concerned about chopping my fingers off. Check it out. Amazing. And so it begins. We were headed to town to get our last provisions before the big storm comes in, and I think there's a roadblock. By some stroke of luck, the excavator just happened to be parked right there, and Riley's gonna see if he can get it fired up and pull the tree out of the way. Oh, dang it, really? Change of plans. The excavator has a dead battery, so we're gonna just try to use a tow strap to pull the tree out of the way because we don't want to go back to the house for a chainsaw, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably time to put the chainsaw in the front. All right, Courtney. Just keep going. Well, that sort of worked.
I think we're gonna go get the chainsaw.
Look at this nice bundle of sticks, though. I made fun of this chainsaw when Courtney first bought it, but I think it's gonna be perfect for hauling around in the truck this winter.
Woo! Nice job.
What day is it, Oliver? It's recovery day! You wanna go recover a truck with me?
Oh my gosh, babe, there's a lot of snow. This is the first of 3 storms that we have coming in. This one was supposed to only be 1 to 2 inches, and I think we got a little more than that. How should I clear the road today? Any, mini, miny, mo. I choose the skid steer. Whew. That one's always tricky. Okay, now I think we're ready to blow some snow. Are you getting ready to blow? There's so much food on your face.
Oh yeah, I didn't wash them at all. Aw man, Oliver, recovery canceled. The truck got itself out. Bummer, huh? Well, I guess it's actually a good thing that they got themselves out, but I was looking forward to a recovery. Something tells me that's not gonna be the last one this storm.
We are throttled up, high flow is on. What else? I think we're good, here we go. Parking brake off.
Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's go inside and start a fire.
Ooh, the snow is heavy today. This snow is wet and heavy, but I love the blower because it gets the snow so far off the road that we don't have to worry about banks later. We don't have to worry about runoff. It just goes down the hill and, well, we found our first roadblock. I don't know if I'm strong enough to just yank this out of the way. Not a chance. I'm gonna have to go get the chainsaw.
What are you doing down there?
I'm trying to open the front, but there's too much snow. Woo! Success! I'm back. Yeah, as I run the camera out to get the next shot, I wanted to say thank you to Riley for watching Oliver this morning. I love being Oliver's mom more than anything in the whole wide world, but I do miss getting to play with the equipment and clear the snow. So thank you, Riley, for giving me this storm. I really appreciate it.
I don't think I had turned around and acknowledged the pile of snow on the deck yet. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of snow. One pass down, 14 to go.
With the road cleared, I think it's time to start working around the house because we have a lot of snow to move. Oh my gosh, Riley. It's raining. We've got the snow clearing mostly done. There's an even bigger storm supposed to come in tonight with high winds, but before that does, we're gonna go on a little adventure because we have found that all of this work is way more worth it when you also have a little fun.
Ready or not, here we go.
The wind is picking up fast.
I'm gonna run out of water in case we decide to go somewhere. So I already put it in 4 low.
The snow is much steeper here because I blew it all down here. Look at the tree bridge we get to go under.
Uh-oh.
Do we fit?
Yeah, oh yeah, we fit.
I don't think Riley meant to get stuck. This car is amazing. Another roadblock. Up the steep hill.
Oh, it feels so good knowing that we can just
Drive
get
up the hill.
in and out of our house this year.
I think back to our first winter when we would leave my car down at the main road and then we would use the plow truck or the snowverlander and we'd come down the hill, then we'd switch into my car, then we'd go to town, then we'd get back, we'd have to do it all over again. And it didn't sound that hard at first, but by the end of winter, it made it so that I will never ever take for granted being able to just drive my car straight to my house.
Yeah.
This looks great too.
Thanks for the teamwork in this part.
Just like that, we've cleared our snow, we've had our fun, the weather has changed, and our next storm is here. They're calling this one a blizzard with up to 50-mile-an-hour gusts predicted. So we're gonna bunker down for the night and check back in with you guys tomorrow, and hopefully nothing too exciting happens, although maybe you are hoping something exciting happens.
It may look bright and sunny, but it is freezing out here. Currently temps are -5 and we only have lower temps in the forecast over the next few days, which has me a little worried about something over here in the solar shed. For those of you that are new to the channel, Courtney and I make all of our power for this property right here on the property from these solar panels, that propane generator, as well as an extra backup diesel generator over there on the other side, and the brains of the operation are inside this container. We have inverters, we have a solar charge controller, and we have lithium batteries. Lithium batteries are great because they have much better energy density than lead acid batteries. I can discharge them much further than lead acid batteries, and they last a lot longer. These are rated for more than 4,000 cycles, but they have one huge drawback, which is they cannot be charged below freezing. And when I came in here, I noticed a red light flashing on that battery, that battery, that battery, well, this whole stack. Let's check out what that alarm is. One of the temperature sensors is reading -3 degrees Celsius. Considering that it was negative 24 degrees Celsius when we woke up this morning, that's doing pretty good considering there's no heat in here, but it's going to become a problem as the temperatures continue to drop over the next few days. Easiest solution that we came up with was to add this little electric space heater combined with this Wi-Fi outlet to add a little heat in here. It's going to waste some electricity on heat, but at least our batteries are going to be able to charge. Now, in theory, we're going to be able to press this button here and control the heater from inside the house. Cool. It works. All right. Hopefully that solves this problem. It's been about 2 hours since I set up that space heater and I just can't help myself. I want to go check on it. Our solar panels are now producing 10,500 watts out of a 10,400 watt array. The conditions that we have today are just perfect for making solar power. It is cold, it is bright and sunny, and there's snow on the ground. The snow on the ground helps reflect that snow towards the panels and boost production. Okay, so let's check this one. This is the furthest from the space heater. All right, we are now above freezing, which means that it's safe to turn the space heater off because at this point, the actual act of the batteries charging is going to keep them warm.
Where you going?
I've learned anything the last few years living off grid in the wintertime means that there are always chores to do. And well, apparently I left myself a nice note last night. And that doesn't mean that it is empty, that means that I need to empty it. Pop that out. Ooh, it's cold in there. I'm a little scared for how full it is. Oi!
You know what?
No, it's freezing cold. Oh, I don't want to go outside. -5. That might seem a little gross, but in reality, I am so thankful to have this toilet. I think it's been 2 months since I've emptied it last, so really the maintenance isn't a big deal. And compared to the other solutions that we had around here, this is way better.
I'm getting your rain gear on.
Woo, it is slippery out here. The extreme cold temperatures are gone, but they've been replaced by rain. I think today it's 37 degrees out and raining on top of all that super, super, super cold ground and snow. We just have a whole sheet of ice. The entire road has turned into a sheet of ice. Careful, oh, you have your cleats on.
Oh man, how slippery do you think it's gonna be?
It's very, very, very slippery. I just walked down the road, well, slid down the road.
You did?
Yeah. What do you think, Ollie?
He loves the rain.
We have a solution to this problem though, don't we?
I'd probably love the rain if you carried me around in a backpack too. So, fire up the army truck, load it with sand, head down the road?
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Someday I'll fix that broken handle. Okay, here we go. There's no block heater, there's no grid heater, there's no glow plug, it's just a cold-blooded animal. Oh, she's running. All right, we're good to go.
She started! Have you ever wondered what a dog turd covered in frozen rain looks like? I don't know if I'm gonna show you, but it's really funny. Okay, I'm gonna show you. It's frozen solid. Last time we spread 2 scoops of sand on the road, but I think we're gonna sand the whole road, so we're gonna do 3 scoops. go. I think this is actually Oliver's first time riding in the army truck. Hi, Oliver.
Special delivery.
Are you excited to ride in the army? Whoa. Where are we?
Okay, here we go. Drive. Parking brake off. Four-wheel drive is on. Oh yeah, and the windshield wipers, I don't think work.
They don't work? They work?
Only on your side.
What?
Look what this one does.
Here we go. Let's go spread some sand. Riley's gonna drive the truck and I'm gonna operate the sander. Is it? Oh yeah, it's going.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Oh yeah, we're spreading sand. This is so satisfying. The first hill is already sanded and now we're gonna go do the second of 3 hills. That was fast.
That was very fast.
This hill is so steep and so icy. Holy cow, you guys look at this. That is a sheet of ice. This was supposed to be a shot of Riley sanding the road, but I think that the sander just jammed.
Stop spraying sand. Oh, it's like jammed. Woo! I got pelted.
Wow, amazing. It's jammed again. There's not like big chunks. I think just the wet sand is maybe jamming a little bit. It's satisfying when it gets unclogged, but then it also pelts me with sand.
I think I found the problem. That belt is completely toast.